One of the most common questions I get online and in person is this: how do you know what to sell and how do you know what something is worth? Now, actually, I have 3 responses to this that I usually take that person through, whether it's via comment or whether it's via just talking, but I'll actually take them through what I do. And that's what I want to take you through today. So if you want to know how to find out what something's worth, or what do I sell on eBay, or how do I know what to sell on eBay, this is the video for you. So 3 points, and it's really, really simple. Number 1 is start with what you know. It might be a niche, it might be a hobby, it might be something that you already collect, or something that you know the value of already. These are the things you want to try selling first. For example, you may be a collector of video games, a big collector or a small collector, it doesn't matter. But regardless, you will know what you're willing to pay as a collector at a premium price. You also know when you would find a good bargain, when something is really cheap and it's worth picking up. So using that same mentality, if you go to thrift shops, op shops, garage sales, Facebook marketplace deals and things like that, and if you see something that is of cheaper value or that you know it's worth more, those are the things you pick up and that's what you flip. So start with what you know. This could be anything. It could be Lego, it could be toys, it could be books, it could be machinery, it could be electronics, it could be anything. Video games is just an example. And it is really that simple. Start with what you know. Number 2 is research. As you progress out of what you know, you need to learn then what's next. What do I sell next? And the best way for this is research. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you walk into a thrift shop or an op shop, or you walk in somewhere and you find this book. It's a RuneScape book. If you don't know what RuneScape is, it's a video game online. Love the game. Anyway, you find the book and you're curious. It looks interesting. It looks intriguing. And you're like, okay, how do I know what this is worth? Well, it's this simple. You want to jump on over to eBay on your phone and you want to follow these steps to see what you can find. You're going to first search for the item as best as possible based on what you can see. Now you'll see if there is even any other items that are listed. That's a good tick. If there's other items listed, it means other people are selling it. It means it's possibly going to sell. But you want to actually make sure it is going to sell. So what you want to do is jump over to your filter. Now go to filter and you want to change this to completed sales and sold items. And boom, you can now see the items that have been selling and how much they've been selling for. But you want to actually be very careful here, and a couple of things to consider. You want to understand how many have sold, how often are they selling, what's the highest price, what's the lowest price, are they selling with postage, are they selling with free postage? Have a look at all these things. That will give you a good indication of how quickly would it sell if you list it. Are many people wanting to buy this? Is the market saturated? When was the last time one of these actually sold? Have a look at all that data. It's basically telling you what you need to know, but it gives you a good indication. Based on this, you can see what the average person would purchase it for, whether it's with postage or not. And if you actually see a little strike through, if you see an item that's got a strike through the middle, that means someone took a best offer, which means if it was listed at a certain amount, someone might have offered $10 less and the seller accepted the buyer's offer. So that's number 2. Now, number 3, this is the final one. And actually it's a combination of number 1 and number 2. It is to learn. So a good way to learn without losing any dollars is sell things from home. Have a little thrift around home. Have a look around and see the things that have been sitting around for too long, things that have been, piling up dust and things like that. Make sure you clean them before you sell them. But go through and have a look at your DVDs, have a look at your books, have a look at your toys and things you don't want or things you don't think you need. And this is where you leverage point 2 above. Go through, understand what are they actually worth? What are these things selling for on eBay? And this is your chance to now actually test those items. Get them out there, get them listed, and see what people will pay for them. And then as you can go through the experience of actually listing, actually selling, and then actually posting the items, you can actually start to learn, okay, is this going to be worth your time? Can you pick up these items again in the future? And you didn't even have to outlay any of the cost. It's a cheap way and a great way to learn the ropes. So now all you have to do is do 1, 2, and 3, repeat it again, build some confidence, and then get out there, find your style, find your flow, and you're laughing. This is how you resell online. What I love about this is going through this process, you'll learn what you like. You'll learn what you love to sell, what you don't like to sell, and you'll find your flow and your groove. And that's when you can really start to do this on a consistent basis. Of course, you won't always find the big ticket items when you're out there thrifting and hunting. That's why you do a bit more research. You go through the thrift shops and actually apply this process as well. Find something new, do a bit of research on the spot and see if it's going to be worth your time. It is a bit of a learning process, but as you grow, as you do more of this, you'll become more confident, and I guarantee you, you'll make some money along the way. I hope that answers your question. If you've got more questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer, and you have a wonderful day. Cheers.